And come on over this way. We're talking about a young man named Rod Moag, M-O-A-G. And I'm going to read this inscription here.
Is it in Braille?
It's not in Braille. He just let me move this.
That means you can read it.
What's that? That means you can read it. That's right. That's right.
All right.
Rod has a great sense of humor, as well as a bunch of other assets he has, and I'm proud to have gotten to know him just a little bit, and I wish I'd have known him better a long time ago. I feel bad about that. We was on his radio show the other day and just had a great time. And I know, Carolyn, weren't you on Rod's radio show a while back?
I was.
I knew it. I knew it.
She'll be there again.
She'll be there again. Well, let me read to you what his inscription says. I had to tell him that, Rod, I'm not going to give you your awards yet. I'm going to have to deliver it to you because the company that's making them is going to deliver them tonight, and I don't have it here, and he's got something else going on tonight. So let's read this thing. Rod Moag. He was born in 1936, raised in Western State, New York, and known throughout the world, throughout the musical world, as the singing professor. Rod plays the guitar, mandolin, dobro, fiddle, and piano, and probably more. But that's your main stuff, isn't it? And he can yodel.
Yodel? I used to could. Used to could?
Yeah. I like to hear a professor talk like that. Say it one more time.
I used to could.
Oh, that's good, isn't it? Oh, I'll tell you what. His early influence in bluegrass was Bill Monroe. In country, it was the performers on the Grand Ole Opry and the National Barn Dance. And in Western swing, it was Bob Wills and Al Dexter.
That's right.
What was one of Al Dexter's?
Well, the first record I bought by Al Dexter was the Guitar Polka.
That's right. That's right.
That's coming out on my latest album, a reprise of the Guitar Polka.
All right.
Yeah.
As a youngster, he had his own country and bluegrass group known as, I like this name, the Old Time Hay Balers.
Yeah, that's right.
That's just a wonderful name. I come from a family of hay balers.
Oh, yeah.
In 1995, he started his 2-hour weekly radio show on KOOP-FM that he is known for all over the world. The Austin Chronicle has called it the best radio show in Austin.
Yeah.
He's also recognized for the historical background information he presents concerning the performers on his radio show. And I will guarantee, I was there the other day and I was just really amazed by the things you had to say and just pull out of the thin air about some things that were going on. Where do you get all this?
Oh, I pick it up here and there and try to listen real close when anybody important is talking.
I got you. I got you. That's the key, is listening, right?
That's right.
The show includes the music of country, western swing, and rockabilly. In 2003, Rod produced an outstanding album called A Salute to the Heroes of Texas Swing. It included folks like Floyd Tillman, Johnny Gimbel, Herb Remington, and Johnny Cubiello. He also wrote a paper called The History of Early Bluegrass in Texas that many have praised. And I hear that they say, hey, why don't you make this into a book? Has that happened yet?
No. Several asked me about doing a book, but it was hard enough doing that article. Man, I had 400 footnotes in that article. Well, I don't know how many there'd be in the book. I'd lose count. I know that.
I got you. I got you. Rod Moag. We end our inscription like this. Rod Moag is an instrumentalist. He's a record producer, a songwriter, an arranger, a DJ, music historian, and much more. And when I say this, I really mean it. His work influences our daily lives.
Thank you.
With great pride, we induct Rod Moag into the Texas Western Swing Hall of Fame.
I just want to say that when I bought that first Bob Wills record in 1945 to play on my wind-up Victrola, that my grandfather gave me.
Wind-up?
Yeah, I had a wind-up Victrola back then. It was a roly-poly, and let's see, Spanish two-step, I believe, was on the back of it. But I played that record of roly-poly, and that's what started my love of Western swing. And how did I know that all these years later, that was how many years ago, Al? 1945? Well, my math is failing me here today.
About 70 years ago.
70 years ago, that's right. That I'd be standing on this stage inducted into the Texas Western Swing Hall of Fame. It's a tremendous honor, and I will try to justify it by keeping the Western Swing coming on the radio. So y'all tune in. KOOP 91.7 FM in Austin and KOOP.org all over the world. Thank you, Western Swing fans. Bob Wills' music will live forever.
All right. You know, I'm going to say one more thing. I heard the other day you played a cut off of, I think, something you're working on right now that's coming out.
Yeah.
And what was the name of that song? It was one written...
There's not a cow in Texas.
What was it?
There's not a cow in Texas.
There's not a cow. Have y'all heard that song before? I hadn't heard it in years, and let me tell you, his version of it is worth the whole purchase, because they have they do some three-part between a steel guitar and Rob's playing standard guitar, and you're playing...
Johnny Bugle played mandolin.
And that's right, John. You played standard guitar, and Johnny played mandolin.
Right.
Do you remember that day?
Oh yeah, I sure do. We sat around there in chairs in the Bismo studio, and I told them what I wanted to do, and we said, let's try it, and we played a little of it, and Herb Remington says, where have you been all my life? And what a compliment to have a guy like Herbie, you know, say that, well, I guess you're all right.
And what did Johnny say when it was over?
Oh, when we finished the recording, the last note was dying out, and Johnny said, boy, that's strong. And when you get an unsolicited endorsement like that from the man himself, the dean of Texas fiddlers, well, you don't throw that compliment away.
And what'd you do with it?
Well, I kept it on the track, and it's going to come out on the album, and we hope to have it out in a couple of months. There'll be about 22 tracks of an album that's saluting 1940s country music, where Western swing was king.
All right. Y'all give this gentleman a big hand. Rod Moag. Rod, thank you.